This is my reflection on chapter 1, and I am Alexa Metric. So, initially, I kind of found it interesting that the author kind of is having this thought of, I'm not sure what to include in this book and what to leave out, and that he's having a difficulty, which makes me kind of think like not studying worldview before, that worldview could be everything and also nothing. And I really kind of like how, in a way, I feel sort of more connected to the author, assuming that they're kind of going through this journey with us as they learn, like, what is a worldview? What does this mean to me? And like, what did I say here? Just kind of like, we are not just student consumers. Like, we're all in this together, figuring out, what's important to each one of us. And I also thought it was kind of interesting and applicable for this time in my life, being almost 40, where I'm starting to question things like, do I really believe what I've been told to believe my whole life? Is this religious foundation what I want to teach my children? Like, what conversations I want to have with them about the opinions and perspectives that they're going to hear me say and in some way take on for a large portion of their life. In a lot of ways, I feel like my parents' perspectives were my perspective up until fairly recently. And I've just kind of come to this place where I'm like, is that really true? Is that really what I want it to be for me? And on page 20, where it says, who is in charge of this world, God or humans, or no one at all? Are we as human beings determined or free? Are we alone the maker of values? Is God really good? Is God personal or impersonal, or does he, she, or it exist at all? And I really like this kind of like playful approach where you're like, what do I need to know? Who am I going to be? Who do I want to present myself to the world as? And so, I'm having this conversation with my kids yesterday, and it was really interesting to hear, even as 5 and 7, that they're coming up with their own ideas. And it doesn't feel like it's just fed to them from like what I believe or what their father believes or what my father, their grandfather believes, or, further down the line. It's like they're really starting to build their own opinions, and they're coming from this 2 separate places. Myself, they go with me to church at St. Mary's. I was raised Catholic, and their father is a member of the Jesus Christ, or the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. So very different perspectives, and yet they still believe that there's a God. They believe that God is good. They believe that God is interacting with them and leading them to make better choices. They believe that God is a salvation and will hear their joys and hear their hurts and walk alongside them. And I love that they have developed this idea that, this is how this works for me. And again, I further reiterate, we're all in this life experiencing, developing our worldview. So I'm really excited. This type of stuff is kind of where I want to be in my life and the conversations that I want to have. I realize I'm getting close to 5 minutes here, so gosh, I feel like I could talk all day. But I'm really excited to delve further into this and to have more conversations. I'm excited to have more of these like really meaningful conversations with you guys and my kids, and just kind of like really figure out what's important to me and what it means and where it comes from, and